Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IV and the Antlion Cave, or the Antlion Den. It's a spider web, or a spider silk in some translations. These are adamantiums. I'm not sure if we've fought them before, but if you use the ice spell and multi-target, then usually you can take out one of them, sometimes two. And if not, we can have, see, Cecil already attacked that one, so he's a little weak. And Edward likes to miss, apparently. But yeah, that spider web, it's also called a spider silk in some translations. It casts slow on all enemies, which is very useful. And up here we get a potion, of course. Lots of potions. Oops, too far. Anyway, down here is where you want to head first, because it's a dead end. That's the thing with a lot of dungeons in RPGs. I always seem to have bad luck in choosing a direction. If I'm at a split path, these guys are yellow jellies, and they're weak to lightning, so just use bolt multi-targeted and it should take them right out. But yeah, every time there's a path to split, and one path leads to items and the other path leads to the right way, I almost always pick the right way first, during my first playthrough of a game, and I always end up, either missing out on the items or having to walk back. So yeah, that's pretty much my luck on the matter. Edward, as a character, is not very strong. Anyway, with this battle, you want to use Dark Wave to take out the goblins. And I'll just pause it here. The Sing command that Edward has a chance of inflicting a status effect, but almost all of his weapons, in fact all of his weapons I believe, have a chance to inflict those same status effects when he has a normal attack. So I don't really see why this is here. Its accuracy never seems to be very high, and so I never use it. What medicine does is it uses a potion from your inventory and spreads out the healing effects over your entire party. So that can be pretty useful sometimes, depending on the situation. A potion doesn't really heal a lot, and hide is his other command. And if you use it, he runs away like a coward, because he's a coward. Anyway, these guys, Basilisk, I think they have a chance at petrifying you with something, but I don't know. Anyway, they're not all that much to deal with. The thing is, Edward will still get experience while back there. And I learned the Toad spell. Nice. Very nice. Won't be useful right away, but it will be eventually. So yeah, Edward, no, not Edgar. Edward, or Gilbert in this translation. His weapon now, the Dreamer, has a chance of putting the enemy to sleep, which can be quite useful, especially against enemies like those basilisks or even the turtles, the adamantiums or whatever they're called. And we get a golden needle. Yeah, Edward doesn't do too well when it comes to damage. He's only doing about 20 damage, pretty much tops right now. His real advantage, I guess, is having him be able to deal out status effects. And there's a couple that he can do, and he does a pretty good job at that. But he's not really a strong fighter. This will help that slightly, not a lot. The Lamia's Harp, this actually doubles his attack power there. He can equip arrows, but I'm not going to waste my arrows on him. He might as well use his harps, especially this one, which has a chance of confusing enemies, which can be very useful. Especially since some of the enemies you can confuse will allow them to use abilities that sometimes they won't otherwise use. There'll be a better example of that later. Oh, here's a new enemy. Lacey. I would assume that they could put you to sleep if I had the sleep spell, which I do. I believe they're susceptible to sleep, and you could cast it on them. And Edward, of course, still has a chance of confusing them, so we could always try and do that. With this party, the sleep spell doesn't really do all that much, because all of my fighters are physical, and they can't do a lot without physically attacking them, which of course wakes them up. And that doesn't do very much. Not a lot of people can take these guys out. You could summon Chocobo, but I think that's a waste. I might as well just waste normal attacks. Whatever. Believe it. I actually got put to sleep there, so that's pretty cool. And I got a level. Yay. Anyway, there's a treasure there, but we'll get that momentarily. First, we want to take a pit stop over here. And this is the save room. Get used to seeing these. This is the way the game kind of does it in dungeons. You get a room, and you get the option of saving in there. I think I'm fine on MP for now. I don't think I need to use a tent right now. Not that it really matters. I've got plenty of them. But yeah, for whatever reason, the game just likes to have little save rooms instead of just throwing the save point at some random point. The emergency exit spell, or item that I got in there, can cast the exit spell. And what did I get up there? The golden hourglass. Did I get a golden hourglass? What did I get? I think it was a golden needle. Yeah, it was. Oh well. We already know what that does. It's basically like a soft in later versions of the game. There it is. There you go. Here's the stone status. Okay, let's head down. Oh, nope, wrong way. We want to go down this ladder. Okay. Anyway, over here is a dead end. There might be a secret passage in that left wall, but we don't need it because the right way is simply down here anyway. And if you want to bother going up there, I think there's a secret passage that'll take you from that side over there. And yeah, that path over there. Game, stop interrupting me. And it'll take you to the other side of those rocks if you want to get back. I don't need to, because we can head straight in here. And well, there's nothing there, but this is where the antlion dwells, so I'm just going to take a pause break and I'll be right back. There we go. And enter automatic sequence on the tile, just like all the other old Final Fantasy games. And the antlion is tame and he won't hurt a soul. I'll just take the light of the desert just like that, and whoa! Not very nice of you. Time to go. It's boss time. And in this fight, he kind of fights like, yeah, it's a counter horn. Most of his attacks are counter-based, and Edward takes a crap ton of damage, so you want to hit him with whatever does the most damage. And he only counters physical attacks, so you could technically just use the Chocobo summon, but I didn't rest and gain any extra MP. So I don't want to do that because I'll probably end up running out. So I'm just going to attack with Cecil and hide Edward in the back there so he doesn't take any damage. Once he's back there, he will basically just sit there until you get a chance to use the show command there. Or you can go and defend, and then he can stay back there indefinitely. I think if all of your other party members die, he's forced to the front. I'm not sure. I don't think I've had that happen in a long time. Yeah, so not too much to worry about in this fight. Just cast Chocobo, and it seems to do more damage than anything else, so might as well go with it. Yeah, some pretty good damage. Cecil, not enough damage. Not like the last boss, the Octomammoth, where he seemed to take him out a lot faster than everyone else seemed to. His sword's getting a little weak. I think he's going to need an upgrade fairly soon. One more dungeon after this one, and then we'll get another upgrade for him. Ah, there we go. Not too hard. And we get the Light of the Desert. Now, they gave us that emergency exit item, and we could technically use that to get out of here. Yeah, we've heard about that. So now even the animals are starting to attack. No wonder most of the monsters we've fought look like, you know, animals or goblins or something. Anyway, we have to get back to Rosa, and so technically the fastest way would be to use that emergency exit spell, but I want to run back through the desert and walk out. So I'll do that, and I'll meet you outside with the hovercraft. Okay, one note I did want to mention before heading back is those yellow jellies, the flans in there. They are actually almost immune to physical attacks. You only do like 1 damage even with Cecil, so I'm going to run in and use the healing pot here, and I'll be right back. Okay, now I kind of alluded... Oh, wrong way. I kind of alluded to how to get back to Kaipo there before. You just head down these shoals here. And through the massive desert, and here we are. Anyway, now that we're back here, we can go save Rosa. But that's all the time I have for this episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy IV. Next time, we will deliver the Light of the Desert to Rosa and see if it is successful in curing her of desert fever. Alright, I'll see you guys next time.